At some point, the level of gray becomes, well, how gray are we at? And the answer is, charcoal, mist. Like, I don't know, right? I don't know exactly where we are on this thing.
And so I agree with what you're saying, that they're going to be realistic. And if they have 10% playoff odds, I don't think they're going to have some meeting where they got to go, boys, the sink is shipping. Or the ship is sinking, excuse me.
I like the sink shipping, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you buy a sink and you need to ship it.
Yep.
We're going to send it out.
Yep. It's expensive because it's heavy to ship that thing.
I know. That sinks are very heavy to ship. Yeah.
I can't even say. It's early. Let's put it up. It's not even that early. It's 10 o'clock. I'm just dumb. But what I'm saying is, I don't think, to your point, I agree with you. They're not going to have some meeting where they go, look, should we be selling Willie Castro? Yes. Are we going to sell Willie Castro? No, because we got to, finish 82 and 80 again so we can keep our jobs. I don't believe that. But I do believe there's going to be a subconscious notion of, if it's 50-50 and we haven't made a significant move for 3 years, basically at that point, are we going to just say, you know what, let's just play this thing out? Yeah. The ownership situation screwed up. It's not to keep our jobs necessarily, but it's like, let's not extinguish any light on the candle of making the playoffs. Sure. And I worry about that a little bit, because I completely agree with you. If they're not significantly better positioned than they are right now, you absolutely should be selling off the bit part in pending free agents, like we said, the 4, 5, 6 guys, and we can get into that in a second more.
There can definitely be a gray area there, whether, we're talking about if they're clearly sellers, if they're clearly buyers. Well, they're not going to be clearly either one of them, right? They're necessarily, probably. I mean, maybe there's a better chance right now of them being clearly sellers than there is. But if they are, over these 21 games, they go 12-9, right? So another 2 games under 500. Then I think your point of how motivated are they going to be to be realistic about their playoff odds? Okay, yeah, they're only 2 games under 500. Yeah, but there's a lot of teams going for their wild card. Yeah, the baseball prospectus is saying they got about 17% chance of making the playoffs. Right. At some point, the level of gray becomes, well, how gray are we at? And the answer is, charcoal, mist. Like, I don't know, right? I don't know exactly where we are on this thing. And so, yeah, I can see where the natural tendency would be like, well, how much are we going to get for these? Well, the truth is that we should just, for those people who have not been through trade deadlines as a seller for a long time, and especially who have not seen it within the wild card piece, you've got a lot more that you can do as a seller at the trade deadline than you can do as a buyer at the trade deadline in Major League Baseball in 2025.